sapirti, Polco! You... Eccolo! Damn! Cut!
You have no reason to be happy! Aha! Stop! Get down! Now! Laju, you won't get away! There he is! Get him!
Raju, get him!
Hurry for your sins! Where do you think you're going?
Eccolo! There! There!
Or die!
Peasants are not allowed up here.
Laju! There! There!
Fine. You're mine, assassin! No true man would wander the streets killing innocents. This assassin is raised, taken completely by vile madness.
Ezio!
Truly has no man ever deserved a fate as cruel and twisted as his
Well done, Ezio. Everything is going according to plan. As we speak, my men are replacing the archers you've removed. The way to the palazzo is clear now.
But not the building itself. Emilio's guards still patrol its border.
Use my men. They can distract the guards. Save you from having to fight.
And when it comes time to storm the place, remember what I've taught you.
Seek out, though, Ezio. We await word of your success.
Your city needs you now. Help us end his deadly... Cittadini! Di scuola di San Marzone to commission another strike!
Go away. Lascia!
There! There!
There he is! Laju!
Your little house of cards is crumbling, Emilio.
A minor setback. It will be dealt with. This povero scemo Antonio and his thieves.
Never mind then. It's the assassin you should be worried about.
Why? Is... Is he in Venezia?
He's been here for weeks. How could you be so blind?
Unlike you, I've been busy. Someone had to provide the weapons to our brothers in Firenze.
Yes. And we all saw what good that did.
Enough with the farce. What is it you want, Carlo?
Maestro has called a meeting. 3 days from now at Santo Stefano.
Very well. I'll be there.
Assuming you still live. If you want my help, I'd find a less conspicuous place to wait. Seta is a target now.
Seta is a fortress.
If you say so. Goodbye, Emilio.
There he is! Laggiù!
Guardia! Guardia!
Nowhere to run now! I know. I'm sure of it. There it is!
Get down, or I'll throw you down.
Do not be afraid.
I feel no fear, assassin. Only regret. I sought unity, stability, order.
At too great a cost.
Progress demands sacrifice.
Non trova alcuna gioia in questo, ma non c'è altro modo. Requiescat in pace.
Sorry, I couldn't resist. Come, let's open the gate for Antonio.
Seta's fallen and Emilio is no more. All thanks to you, Ezio. Go! Tear down Emilio's banners. Return what he has stolen from the people. Tell me, Ezio. How can I repay you for your service?
Money's always nice.
Easy enough. What else?
Emilio is meeting with a man named Carlo. He looked to be a government official. Do you know him?
Carlo Grimaldi. He sits on the Council of Ten. Why do you ask? What are you up to?
I have a meeting to attend.
Buongiorno, folks. How y'all doing? Welcome to Ubisoft News Plays. I'm Yusuf.
Yusuf, hello. I'm Chris.
Hello, Chris. How are you?
I'm good, buddy. I'm excited to be in Venice.
Yeah, we're in Venice. We're playing Assassin's Creed 2 because, Chris, right now, it's free. On Uplay, that is. On PC.
On PC.
So you can go
free
to...
on PC.
Yes. Free.ubisoft.com. You can download it and keep it forever. And Chris, this is a fantastic game, let me just say.
I hear you.
Alright, we're running around Venice, jumping off rooftops, assassinating Templars. You just saw there the tail end of me assassinating Emilio Barbaggio. A Templar, of course.
I liked how you, really just did the classic air assassination, hucked yourself off the tallest ledge.
Nothing breaks a fall, like a 30-foot fall, like someone's neck.
Oh, that's a little dark, but it's true. I like the air assassinations because you get that like eagle, like bird of prey vibe, and like your cloak flows out, and you're just like, it's just one strike is all the assassin needs.
Totally. And I gotta be honest, I wasn't having the stealthiest approach up till that moment. I was spotted a little bit here and there, but oh no, you fall. But it's all about how you finish.
It's yeah, just finish strong. Welcome to the chat, folks. If you're watching on twitch.tv/Ubisoft, that's where we're chatting with folks who are excited about Assassin's Creed 2. And if you're watching on YouTube or Mixer, hi, great to see you there too as well. Yes, Drake has a good answer here. Stay at home play. Because Silent Girl asking why we decided to make Assassin's Creed 2 for free. By we, I mean Ubisoft. This is not Yusuf's and my decision.
This was entirely
obviously.
our doing, Chris. You have no one to thank but
well,
us.
It's for you, folks. We decided to make it happen. No, Ubisoft has this sort of play your part, play at home campaign going, where we're just like encouraging people to stay healthy, stay safe, and stocking the site free.ubisoft.com with some diversions to help you to while away the time. And in this case, for a lot of folks, like, take a great walk down memory lane, right?
Yeah, this is just like a fantastic game. If you haven't played it, definitely give it a shot. Give it like your time. Like, this is, if you've only played like modern Assassin's Creed games, this is like a really nice like path down of like, oh, where the series came from, and really like the first entry that like was like kind of the benchmark for what the series would become.
So good, so pretty. Belinda Garcia saying, nice matching red Assassin's Creed-esque colored shirt, guys.
See, I knew
Thanks.
someone would appreciate it, and someone would notice, and I was right. But we 100% did this on purpose.
For sure. And independently, too, we did not talk to each other about the
You told him
wardrobe ahead
yourself,
of time.
in person.
Like we usually do.
Yes, myself,
obviously.
in person. I'm concerned that you don't trust me.
As am I.
These guys don't trust
Perhaps
each
you'll
other.
arrive
I
with the
mean,
others. What?
that's okay.
No, not at all.
It seems like they're up to schemes. When you're scheming, trust is hard to come by.
Tail the Templars and eavesdrop on their meeting. All right.
So,
Birds of
how
a
was
feather,
it?
Chris. That's what this mission's called.
Honestly, it's difficult.
What's that saying? Birds of a feather?
Mosnigo keeps his circle close.
Birds of a feather flock together,
I tried to
Yusuf.
lay the groundwork, making suggestions.
Make sure you know.
But he has other voices.
Dog Foo wondering, saying,
And you
hey,
must work hard.
Yusuf and Chris,
You must
are you
become
playing this
part
on
of his inner
PC?
circle.
Also, are you
See,
playing with keyboard, mouse, or
understand.
controller?
But it's harder than
Good
I
questions.
expected.
We are playing on PC
why is that,
because that's where this game is
I
free
don't
right
know.
now.
He
You
just
play.
By we mean.
Those
That's true,
doesn't
just
like
me.
me.
And I am playing with an
I
Xbox
wonder
controller.
why.
It's not my fault. I keep trying to
I've
please
also
you.
been jumping
And
back
when
and
what
forth
he
between
craves
this
and
and
I have
Assassin's
it
Creed
delivered.
3 for
Finest jam
our
from
next
the
Real
old
History
hills of
video,
Sardinia.
and the
newest
controls are slightly
fashions from
different.
Milano.
So if you see
Yes,
like
that's
a
called
very
being
obvious mess up,
simple.
it might be because my muscle
What?
memory is on
What did
AC3
you call
right now.
me?
A doormat.
It's
A flatterer,
AC3
a
mod
bootlicker. Need I go on?
version.
Exactly.
Yeah, if you folks aren't familiar with the real history
don't know what
of
it's like.
Assassin's
You don't
Creed series,
understand the
this
pressure
is
in
something
there.
sort of
Oh,
spearheaded
I
by
don't understand
Yusuf,
pressure.
putting together a playlist of, and I'll link the
you have
article
no
here in the
idea.
chat,
You are
of just
government official.
Yusuf sort of going through Assassin's Creed games
beside
and
him, day
talking about
and
architecture,
night.
talking about
You
history,
wish
giving you
I
the
am.
sort of like,
Done.
you know, a glimpse of the kind of stuff you can learn
You
from
listen
playing
to
these
me
games,
now.
which are so steeped in history. They're really fun ways to just like, you know, if you don't have the time to like, oh man, I really want to play through
I'm sure of it.
all the Assassin's Creeds again,
Just-
or like, you know, if you're playing another game, it's a great way to just kind of
Time
like
is not a thing
get
we
a
have.
good dose of that world to immerse yourself in it and to learn a little something too.
Yeah, that's a good point, Chris. Like it is, even if you don't go back to the games necessarily, like it's just like a nice trip down memory lane, which has been like one of the true pleasures of getting to make the series is getting to revisit all these games.
Yeah. Hey, DC
Keep
ASCII, welcome to the chat.
Is it much further?
Don't be such a little
Yeah, a
girl.
lot of love for AC2, but also AC1 SRJ 009. Really enjoyed that one. Mr. MCR1 Games saying Assassin's Creed 2 is the best one. Krista Killa Bayek is my second favorite. This is one of the things I love about streaming AC is people come out and like everyone's kind of got their own like AC that they have that they love that's their number one. I don't know. It's a good time.
Yeah, there's so many good characters too.
Carlo, We thought Emilio would be with you.
It's hard to pick a
Emilio
favorite
is dead.
assassin. At least
What?
it is for me.
How?
Oh yeah, for sure. And I think it kind of
Same
depends
one
too
who
on like
hunted down
who
the
you've
Patsy.
played recently,
Here
or
in Venezia.
you know,
Was he?
yeah, we got some
Silvio,
Black
did you not
Flag
know?
love, we got Unity love.
Oh yeah.
Could be anywhere.
It's really fun to
He's
see.
here right now, and we might not
Well,
even know.
I guess so when you're
He struck
folks while you're
Emilio
sharing in chat, I'm
inside
curious.
his own palazzo.
Why do you
What
like
about Pratt?
the one that you like? Like
There is
what
no longer
about
time for
Black
subtlety,
Flag
my
or
brothers.
Unity
We
or
must act
AC1
now.
made it
Marco,
like
I'm
the
so
one
close.
for you? I'm
A
curious.
few more days, if I can just...
No.
What's up, Moist
It
Meerkats?
happens
Hello.
this week.
Welcome to the zone.
should keep
the
moving.
streaming zone. We're not calling it that, Yusuf.
No.
And what does the Spaniard have to say of this change of plan? You
So
can ask
we're
him
in
yourself
Piazza San Marco
soon
for
enough.
this. Very famous for,
From Roma?
oddly enough, its pigeons.
So I've heard.
Named, of
Aye,
course,
the pigeons.
after
Good.
Basilica
he's
de
made
San
a
Marco
decision.
and the
About
patron
what?
of Venice.
About which of us shall
So
step
this is
into
the
role
Basilica.
of the dog.
Yusuf,
Yep.
I have been here.
You've been here.
Yeah, I didn't get jumped by a guy with a large hammer though, so my experience is a little different than Ezio's. But yeah, we got a chance to visit Ubisoft Milan a couple years back when they were making Mario plus Rabbids Kingdom Battle, and I took a weekend to visit Venice, and it's a beautiful spot. It's such a fascinating city because it's like
You can ask him
not.
yourself.
I mean, especially as an American, it's not built around cars, and it's not even built around like larger vehicles or carriages. Like every walkway is kind of narrow. The whole canal vibe, the whole place just has a totally different feel for like any
About which
human
of us shall step
city
into the
or
role of the
habitation I've
dog.
ever been to before.
100%. I think that's like what hit me is that I spent about 3 days in Venice, and it like occurred to me like halfway through the first day or at the end of the first day of like, wait, I haven't seen a vehicle with wheels.
The one who came
Like,
up with the
yeah.
idea of how
Just like something is so ubiquitous in every other city, something you like just take for granted. It's just like, oh, okay, no, everyone here is getting along by water or by walking, maybe bicycle.
Yeah. They're not just these metal hunks sitting all around anywhere you're walking around.
You know it's not up to
But yeah,
you.
Piazza San Marco, you'll often see it covered in pigeons and people feeding them and them eating out of people's hands.
Mm-hmm.
And why not me? I'm the one who's done all the hard work.
Good way to get those
Man,
bards
are you
off
dissing
you.
this? Are you dissing this bard?
Well,
What's up?
they'll come and harass you and bother you and like blow up your spot. And like the best way to get them off is just like quickly pick their pocket.
It's just to take their money. Oh, rough. Silent Girl saying that Black Flag was her favorite.
this guard.
Story made her tear up. Naval combat was great.
Perhaps not as
I've also been recently replaying Black Flag.
my life on 2 occasions.
Man, you've been busy.
I've
with
been
the
dipping
ACs,
in and
huh?
out of a lot of AC games recently. Because, well, you know, Black Flag recently came to Switch with the Rebel Collection. So I've been playing a little bit of that there. I've been playing AC3 for our videos. And of course, I played AC1, all of the Ezio trilogy right before that as well.
We wish only to serve.
Excellent.
And then we streamed Syndicate not that long ago,
Plan
too.
is this.
That's true. Yeah, we got some Demon King sharing some Jacob and Evie love
once the deed's
in the
been
Twitch
done,
chat as well.
Marco shall take his
Uh,
place.
Jozex, you're asking about a patch for previous games. This is not really something that's sort of in Yusuf and my wheelhouse. Just to give you folks a little introduction to who we are if you don't know us. We're on the Ubisoft news team. We're out of San Francisco, and we basically work on writing news stories about new announcements for Ubisoft games, doing interviews with Ubisoft developers to kind of give you insight into games that are upcoming, games that are out now, and just kind of the creative process behind all Ubisoft games. We also try to do, stuff like Yusuf's Real History series to just kind of look at the games in a new light and give you different ways to appreciate the games. So we don't make games. The only time we talk to the people who make games is, we get to talk to them, which is one of my favorite parts of the job, but they're not like, so Chris and Yusuf, what patches should we bring to the games? The place you want to do to submit questions like that is support.ub.com. You can find a forum for your Ubisoft franchise of choice, and they're checking all that stuff very regularly. So that's where you want to go with suggestions like that.
But yeah, if you like this type of content though, streaming videos, things like that, go ahead and follow this channel. It would be you'll get a notification every time we go live, which is Wednesdays and Fridays at 10 a.m. Pacific time. But yeah, that's what we do.
That's what we do. And we're streaming from home here, man.
We are.
Well, while we're not blending in with crowds of courtisans and walking the streets of Venice.
This is also our first
as
stream, Chris. I feel like we should mention we have an upgraded audio system. We each have fancy new Yeti mics.
We got some new mics, so as you might have heard me being a little bit loud earlier in the stream, we're still kind of dialing in the way it sounds. So if something to you is coming across as like, it's a little out of balance, please feel free to like mention that, because we're definitely sort of troubleshooting our own scenario here. We've got some of our tech aces behind the scenes, Andy and Anthony helping us out, but you know, we're always like to hear from you folks as well. Yusuf, what are you on your way to do?
So we're eavesdropping on these Templars right now. We're trying to figure out their plans, next steps, who everyone is. They're with, right now, the Grand Master of the Order, Templar Order, who is, of course, Rodrigo Borgia.
But is this not perhaps a tad
soon to be
dangerous
Pope
for you,
Alexander VI.
involving yourself so intimately with the minutiae of our plan?
Historical spoilers. This guy's going to be the Pope. It's kind of interesting to think about people who are going to be the Pope. Like, what the Pope just kind of feels like this is such a unique place in, like, you know, certainly within the Catholic religion, but also like in broader society, they have such a unique role. It just doesn't. They don't feel like they were real people before they were Pope, but obviously they were. Like, they obviously led lives and did stuff that like got them there. I just don't think about like, oh yes, the Pope before he was Pope, like going to university or whatever. Like, there's some person in university right now who's gonna be Pope.
Well, I think it's funny that specifically with Rodrigo, he like wasn't a normal cardinal beforehand. He was, I forget the exact term, but like essentially like the master of commerce for the Vatican. Like, he was in charge of the money.
In charge of the money.
And he's, you know, especially in the last like decade or so, been like a much maligned, I should say, figure in history. There's like been numerous shows and things like that about Rodrigo and his family.
And this game he's in there. I mean, certainly you're making an impact, you know.
Oh yeah, for sure.
James 492 saying they do not want to be Pope. I'm pretty sure they can't make you Pope against your will, so I think you're gonna be alright. Imagine someone just knocks on your door, a bunch of dudes in like ornate robes, like,
you're Pope,
James, Mr. Moore. I'm sorry.
You've been selected.
You're gonna just come with us.
It's like picking the next Avatar.
That's just the way it is. I'm sorry. They don't make the rules.
Yep.
MCR1 Games saying, admiring your scimitar, Yusuf, which
thank you.
You're currently not using.
No. So there's a... Ooh. Okay, here we go. There's a bit of a trick to handling these like pike enemies and the heavies in the game, and that's to actually fight them unarmed. Because...
Really?
Yeah. Which I am not right now. Ooh, see, they'll do that.
Oh, he got tripped. Oh, he put you on your butt. Oh, how do you feel about that?
Not good. Not good. Okay, so I'm gonna drop that weapon. Oh!
Oh, he tripped his buddy too. This guy's out of control.
Alright, I'm not. Alright, I need to drop a weapon. Okay.
I believe in you.
Alright.
Oh,
we'll just slit his throat. And you die. What I was trying to say is that the trick is, because when you're just using a normal sword, you can't counter the heavies and the pike soldiers. So what you do is you switch to unarmed, and then you can disarm them, take their weapon, and then once they're unarmed, it's a instant execute basically.
Ooh, nice.
All right, let's get this sink tower.
Yeah, let's do some climbing. Yusuf, when was the last time you like climbed on something above that went above your head level?
Ooh, I'd say, so back in November I did a Spartan race, and there are some tall walls you have to climb in that. So I did that.
Okay. Nice.
There's also
and
like a
are they
big
like all
cargo net
slippery
type
with
thing.
mud and stuff? Like, is that because?
No. A Spartan race is a pretty clean affair, especially the one I did, which was like inside Oracle Park, where the San Francisco Giants play.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, nothing more than just a little infield dirt.
All right, just a little scrappy. The last time I climbed something above my head was actually a couple weeks ago, as we went to get some outside time in like a secluded meadow up in the hills, and there was this big pine tree there, and so I climbed up the pine tree.
Just for the fun of it?
Yeah, man, climbing trees is super fun. I really like it. Fortunately, this wasn't like a real sappy situation, so I came away unscathed. But yeah, I also
you mean literal
like,
sap. Okay, thank you.
Yes, yeah.
It's like,
yeah.
why would it be a sad situation?
Yeah, man, climbing trees, love it. Don't get a lot of opportunities to do it on the regular, so when I can. Plus, it's like the closest I get to any kind of Assassin's Creed related parkour stuff. Because I'm like feel pretty confident climbing a tree. I'm not out here trying to do like urban parkour and you know, hang from gutters or even just like climb over railings too fast.
I've had to jump an occasional fence.
Yeah. You know, as we all do.
Yeah. Back when I was living in LA, my apartment complex had a gate to get into it, and sometimes like my ID card, I don't know if it got like demagnetized or something, but it wouldn't scan me in. And like there was times where like I didn't have time to go to the check-in office, or they were closed, or what, so I just hopped the fence.
Up and over.
But don't do that unless you live there.
Don't do that unless you live there. Definitely not. Yusuf getting a shout out from Gongasly in the chat. I love the Real History series. Great job on it. It's always awesome to see the history behind the architecture and origins of it from the games.
Hey, thank you. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate that. We got Boys1991 and Aquila Ezio in the chat. Loving Ezio, of course. Elias, welcome to the chat. Joining us for Assassin's Creed 2. The reason we're streaming Assassin's Creed 2, as we mentioned before, is Ubisoft is giving away this game on PC for free. Go to free.ubisoft.com, and then you can claim it in Uplay PC. Assassin's Creed 2 is yours.
Yeah, and it's not like it's a limited time that it's for free. That's available for free, but once you claim it, you'll get it for good.
There it is. Uniquely Random Official. We've been streaming for about 20 minutes now, so you haven't missed too much. Yusuf did take down a Templar in the early going now, but now he's going to speak to this lady right here.
Come stai? You back to see me already?
I like that if you have subtitles on, you can actually pick up a bit of Italian.
Mia cara, but I am not here to play. I must
Desolato
speak with
mia cara.
Antonio. It's
Gotta
urgent.
learn that one.
Come stai? How you doing?
Antonio! Ezio's here!
Antonio, where are you?
Is everything all right?
Okay, here we go.
Carlo Grimaldi and the Barbarigo are in league with the one they call
Links,
the
welcome to the chat.
They're
Joining
going
us
to
from
murder the
YouTube.
Doge and replace him with one of their own. They will have all of Venezia, their entire fleet, in their grasp.
Chris, do you know what a Doge is?
Then you'll help me.
A Doge?
Yeah. Brother. And the support
Like
of all
D-O-J,
And
D-O-G-E?
Grazie, amici.
But, Ezio,
It's like
I must
a
warn you, it's
like
not
a
going to be so easy this time.
position of power, right?
Palazzo
It is.
Ducale
It's
the most
essentially
heavily
like
guarded building
the
in Venezia.
secular
Nothing
head
is
of
impenetrable.
Venice, specifically.
This is why we like you,
Okay.
Ezio.
Come,
The giant,
let's go
So,
take
like,
a look.
rectangular
the
building.
mayor?
Plan.
Yeah, kind of.
Like the mayor? Okay.
Alright, we have to infiltrate the Palazzo Ducale.
Business with the Doge.
Aquila Ezio going to play this themselves. Enjoy.
When I was a child,
Thanks for stopping by the stream.
Excellent
Appreciate
use of your
seeing
time.
just and
If you're not watching us play it,
I
just go play it
though my
yourself.
father was only a cobbler,
Hey,
and my mother a
it's
scullery
excellent.
maid, I aspired to be much more. I studied hard. I persevered.
Links saying they've played
But the
all of
nobles
the
would never
Assassin's
have me.
Creed
If
games.
you are not born one of them,
That's a lot of
acceptance
Assassin's
is
Creed, but
impossible.
so good.
Do they have a
I ask
favorite,
you,
I wonder?
Ezio, who are the true nobles?
I'm always
of
curious
Venice?
about the
Hambone
people who have
saying
played
AC2.
everything.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
And Marco
I'm curious about the
Barbarigo.
people who have played
No,
everything,
I say
what their
Mia.
favorites are, because there's a lot of people who like they hopped in with AC2 or AC3 or Black Flag or something like that, and so there's like a level of nostalgia attached to
The
them,
nobles seek to make
and
that same thing.
it's like that's why it's their favorite. But someone who's played everything
We need to scout the palazzo carefully.
can look back on
See it from
everything
every
in
angle.
context.
We just might find a way in. I know of a tall campanile behind the palazzo. Or we might find a way to climb the back
Hambone
of the
saying
basilica.
AC2 started my
Do you have
journey
any
into the
ideas?
AC
I
franchise.
assume the front
And
door
they're
is
his-
out.
or her favorite games.
Va bene. We'll try the front door as well,
Izantes and
Saputello.
Dovahkiin giving some Black Flag love. Last Ninja Cow, AC Revelations and Origins are my
Ooh.
favorites.
I love Origins.
Icebreaker giving the love to Unity.
So, what do you think?
Such a good
We're
one.
Shout out
not
to
getting
Unity.
in this
That's the one I'm most excited to go
We'll
back
have
to,
time to
honestly.
murder the Doge before we're able to get through all these guards.
Yeah, how many more before we get there on the real history tip?
We got
a few
2 more. We have 3, and then Black Flag, and then we'll get to Unity.
All right. The Grouse played all of them. Revelations is a favorite story-wise. I mean, especially if it's, you know, because it's the end of the trilogy, it's just going to hit harder.
Oh,
And then Odyssey
not
or
spot this
Origins
right
in
now.
terms of gameplay. Artisim saying, I started with Unity, but favorite so far is Odyssey. The setting, the RPG elements, the actors, everything is awesome.
Odyssey is fantastic.
It's so good.
So this is
That's the one that I'm picking my way through. Okay, talk to us here, Yusuf. What do we got?
So this is the Doge's Palace right here, right next to the Basilica of San Marco. Funny story about these 2 pillars here. So on the left you have the winged lion, the symbol of St. Mark, but between these 2 pillars here is where they used to hold public executions. So that's fun.
Ooh. Yeah, the winged lion is like the symbol of Venice, right? You see that around?
Yeah.
Yusuf, can you look to the left right now?
Oh, the left. Okay.
So there is in Venice, between this building and across the canal here, there's like a stone tunnel a few stories up, and because I took a tour there when I was there, and because it connects to the prison, which is on the other side of the canal there, and the tunnel is like, it's all made of stone, but it's got 2 corridors in it. So like it's separated by the stone barrier, and it's like prisoners can go one, or like you can go one way or the other way. You know, like not a lot of people come back except for guards because it's the prison, and as you saw, or as you mentioned, the public execution location is right nearby. But it was like a really interesting little bit of architecture to walk through, and then you go through the prison, and it's like, oh, here's the stone prison where like a lot of people probably had a really bad time. I don't know if you have this experience when you were like touring historic locations, but like there's some times when you kind of like get the feeling of the place and it hits you a little harder than other times.
That, funny enough, that happened to me when I visited Alcatraz for the first time.
Really?
Yeah, like that. I had
Look at
nightmares after going to Alcatraz.
Alcatraz.
And granted, I was like a 10-year-old.
And the walls are impossible to climb on this
But
side.
still, man, you sort of like, when you're putting together and like feeling the empathy for the people who had been in this place in a different situation than you. That's one of the great things about getting to visit places like this, or even like check them out in games.
Yeah, I mean, I've said this multiple times now, but like I played Assassin's Creed 2 and then went to Florence and Venice. And specifically with Florence, I felt like I knew the city already. I knew my way around. Venice, I didn't quite spend enough time in, and it's very labyrinthian. Just because the streets are all very narrow, it's hard to get like, you don't have like your landmarks that are easily spottable.
Yeah, it's true. It's very dense because the streets are narrow. Yeah, one of the things I liked is like you can be in the super busy like Piazza di San Marco. You can like walk and take 2 turns, and you're in like a quiet courtyard that it feels like no one except locals ever goes to.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not like bigger cities. You tend to be, if you're in the touristy area, it takes a little while to get outside of the touristy area.
Not in Venice.
All right, we got. Let's check in with the chat here. We got a bunch of AC love coming in, a bunch of memories. Icebreaker saying, I've been to Florence after AC2. It was kind of nice to see a couple things I saw in the game.
Bene.
Mocha
We're in
Saint
luck.
saying, I like the fact that Giovanni's
Looks like
cell
there's
in
a perfect
Firenze is the
path
only
of
one we can
scaffolding
visit
to
in
the
real
roof of the
life.
basilica. Shall we?
Uniquely Random saying, I'm gonna read some novels based on AC games. Ooh. Yeah, there are some good novels based on AC games.
There's actually an audio book that recently came out on Audible, or like an audio story. I've downloaded it. I've yet to listen to it, actually. I think it's called like Assassin's Creed Gold, something along those lines.
SNP Fox saying, bring back AC multiplayer from Revelations. It was so unique and fun. Yusuf, you and I have talked about trying to get a multiplayer stream together here a few times.
We have. That's something we need to. I think the whole streaming from home kind of derailed our plans. But that is something we could cook up.
Yeah, I think we've done some streaming, like, basically with like Brawlhalla and with Siege. When we streamed those games, we've gotten folks from chat, folks from the community to join in the streams with us. So keep an eye out for AC Revelations stream coming up. If you see it, it's probably we're gonna be trying to do some multiplayer. So go ahead and like just follow the channel. You'll get notifications when we're going live, when we start to announce the schedule and stuff. And maybe you'll get a chance to join us and play. For those of you who don't know about multiplayer, maybe I'll talk a little about it real quick. Basically, it was like
It's impossible.
it was like you were in a city and it was teaming with people, but there were only like 8 different character models. And so the players would choose a different character model, but because there were so many of them, you could like walk and blend in and like pretend to be an NPC as you stalked another player, and everyone got an individual target, and everyone was chasing someone else. So you would kind of like wait, and then you'd see someone moving not like an NPC, and you'd try to follow them. Maybe you'd like book it after them, but you know that if you broke cover, then whoever was hunting you might spot you.
Yeah, it was
let me know
so
if I
fun.
messed up any of that recollection. I think I was pretty accurate.
No, I think you nailed it.
Yeah, it was really neat.
But it actually premiered in Assassin's Creed Brotherhood. So it was also included in Revelations, but it was also like, it was in Black Flag as well. Had multiplayer of a similar kind. I think we'd probably play Brotherhoods.
Brotherhoods. Yeah.
Alright, we're making it to the top here.
Yusuf, you're climbing.
I'm climbing, Chris.
Would you ever climb something this high?
With no, like...
I mean, I feel like the free climb is a hard no.
Yes.
But like, what if someone was what if someone was belaying you from the top? You know, you had like, you had the safety of, you know, top roping it up.
So here's the thing, Chris, with me.
Give it a shot?
I'm all about the experience of something. Like, I will pay a lot of money to do something that's rare. Or like just to have the story to say that I've done it.
Okay. All right.
So yes, 100% I would do that.
So you would for sure do this?
Yes.
Okay. Can you give us an example of something that you have done following this philosophy?
Oh. I mean, nothing to this extreme, for sure. Definitely not.
You haven't been on top of an architectural landmark above an ancient city?
Well, I mean, I have, but like in a normal way. Like, I've climbed to the top of the Duomo in Florence. Like, I've gone to the top of St. Peter's in Rome in the Vatican. But those are all like normal touristy things. Like, you pay a ticket and you climb up a bunch of stairs.
Gotcha.
But yeah, I'm always down to go to the top of things. That's like, if there's a landmark that allows you to go to the top, I'm in. Nice little
Who's your daddy? Welcome to the chat. We missed you too. Glad to see you there.
What a beautiful city.
Nothing is true. Everything is permitted, says Lynx. I mean, as the bard wrote.
It's the Assassin's Creed motto.
Yusuf, I feel like this question's aimed at you. Malka Saint says, which city do you prefer between Firenze, Venice, or Roma?
Ooh. So I'm biased, because I lived in Florence for about 4 months. So I know that city like the back of my hand. Specifically because I was there to study architecture. So I learned it really well. I drew maps of that city. I sketched that city up and down. So I know it super well. So it will always have a very, very special place in my heart. Venice, I love because it's unlike anything else I've ever seen. You and I, Chris, were talking about this right before the stream, or even on stream. It's just, there's no other city like Venice in the world. And as I was saying to you, Chris, earlier, the 3 days I spent in Venice were the coldest I've ever been in my life. Because I was just outside. It was November. And like Venice is further north, I think, than most people realize. And so it was just very, very cold. And
it doesn't seem like a city that would like hold heat well.
No, definitely not. But also, just like as a part of my program, like I was outside sketching for like at least 12 hours a day straight. So it was, and just like walking from location to location. So it just got very, very cold. But like despite all of that, I loved every second of it.
You loved it, yeah. Nice.
And then Rome also. I mean, what can you say about Rome? Like it's the Eternal City. Like it's there's
Does it work, Leonardo?
probably the highest like
Can it really fly?
amount of landmarks per like square
It's only a
meter.
prototype, an idea. It's not ready yet.
So if you were
Have you
hoping
tried
Yusuf
it?
would pick a favorite,
No,
sorry,
it's too
you're out of
dangerous.
They're all good.
To test it, you'd have to leap off a tower.
I will say,
Who would be mad enough
the
to
number
do a thing
one
like that? Leonardo,
like city I want to visit that I,
I think
haven't
you
been
just
to yet
found
is
your
also
madman.
Constantinople, or modern day Istanbul, which of course the setting of Assassin's Creed Revelations.
Oh yeah.
So I want to go to all the Ezio
So,
cities.
how does she work? Have you ever watched a bird in flight? It's not about being lighter than air.
Alright, Chris,
It's
we're
about
here with our
grace
good
and
old
balance.
pal Leonardo da
You must
Vinci.
use
Yo,
your body's own weight
what's up,
to control
Leo?
the
Yeah, we
elevation
got some
and
Leo love in
direction.
the chat. Who's your daddy? He's
Good luck,
excited.
Ezio.
Alright, we're gonna test
Would
this
you
flying
do this,
machine.
Yusuf?
Would I do this?
Would you test a flying machine? Okay, hang gliding. This is basically what he's doing, right?
Yeah,
Would you?
I have not been hang gliding, but I've been parasailing. That's the one. Where it's like a.
That's the one where you're hanging from a parachute and being towed from like a.
Yes,
Why
I've
am
done
I
that.
crashing?
I've not done hang
This is
gliding.
ridiculous. The
The
palazzo's too
thing
far
about
away.
parasailing that was striking to me is how quiet it is.
Diavolo,
Like,
I give up.
right?
You're
I'm
just
gonna
like
end
up
killing
there, you like
myself
can barely
before
even
I
hear
ever
the
kill
boat
another
noise.
Templar.
So good. I don't know if I
can't
would
believe it.
hang
It
glide.
worked. It really worked.
No, hang gliding
You
looks
flew,
terrible.
Ezio. You flew.
Also, I saw a
See?
video of a
Not very
guy
far.
whose like
Well,
strap
what were you
broke and he was
expecting?
hanging
The machine
onto
wasn't
it
designed for
in like a
distance.
really
All right,
precarious
look.
and like
Let me
uncomfortable,
go over my
painful
plans.
way, and it was just
Maybe
like
I can
pure
find some way
adrenaline
to
holding
extend
on,
the
and like
duration of
broke a
the
bunch of
flight.
bones.
My men tell me
Oh
Carlo has the
gosh,
poison.
I don't want to.
Yeah.
We must
I don't want to
hurry.
hear it. No.
Antonio, this
It's like those
Leonardo, the master
squirrel
inventor who
suits
built these.
that like you see people like going down mountains on.
Hey, it's not the
Now,
machine's
that's
fault.
terrible.
Those are. I
It's
would
mine.
love to do that.
What?
Except
Check
it's
and
so
check
deadly.
the
I would
blueprints.
have to be
Just
a
impossible.
certified immortal before I
Don't
would
know how
actually
to
do that.
extend the flight.
Or if you had like
Idea del
Wolverine
cazzo.
type powers.
Yeah. Who's your daddy? Agree. I agree. Squirrel suits seem absolutely terrifying, but so
Eureka!
cool.
Of course! Genius!
I'll save
Don't
that
worry,
for the
I'm
Far
not gonna
Cry.
do Squirrel suit.
It rises.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
That's
fire.
why we love Far Cry.
Heated air under its wings will lift the machine.
Leonardo, what good is one fire going to do?
Ezio got a bath.
Not
He sure
one
did.
fire,
Uniquely
Ezio.
random.
A dozen, built all across the city.
That was one of those things I
Enough
remember
to
about this
carry you
game when it
from
first
here
came out too.
all
Of,
the way
like,
to the Palazzo
just seeing
Ducale.
how you looked
How?
when you came out of water.
Ah,
I was like, oh wow, I'm
Capisco.
visibly wet.
My men
Like
could do
my
that,
my
but you're
character
forgetting
model
about the
looks
guards.
different now.
Don't worry, I will take care
Can
of
you
them.
I'll give
imagine
the order to have my
wearing
men
as
move
many
behind
clothes
you
as Ezio
and
was
hold the
wearing and then them
locations.
all getting
They
wet?
light
All
them
that
all
leather?
up the second the sun goes down over San
Oh
Marco.
god.
No, thank you.
Well, I just feel like you'd get. It would just like soak up some water. I don't know. It'd be very challenging.
I mean, you get waterlogged. Like you would be significantly heavier.
for sure.
Okay, we have to clear these locations so we can light these fires.
Icebreaker asking if we have read AC Heresy. I have not.
I also have not.
What's this? What's the setting of that one? I'm always curious. Even if I like am not super familiar with the AC, comic or book or whatever, I always want to know what the setting is because like that's one of the really cool parts about AC games, right? Where's that one set?
Yeah, I'm curious if it's a follow-up to like a game or like an extended story, or if it's a unique story on its own.
Monkey Visions, hello, welcome.
What are you doing here?
Gamer Panda, stoked about AC2. And folks, just to reassert this, we're streaming it because you can get it for free on PC. Go to free.ubisoft.com. Get your copy of Assassin's Creed 2. It's not going to be free to claim for much longer, but once you claim it, it's yours for perpetuity.
I'm just gonna swim.
Kralix is recommending that we read the books. Okay, all right. AC Heresy is a book about Joan of Arc. Jeanne d'Arc.
Oh, cool. I should get into some Assassin's Creed literature. I have some friends on the transmedia team.
Alex, if you already have the game Assassin's Creed 2, then you are a lucky person. What a great game! Congratulations. But there's also some other free games on that site to check out. There's some free trials. Check it out.
I like how those guys came, saw that I had killed the 2 heavies, and were just like, nope, nope, we don't want it.
See ya. Nope. I'm out of here.
I think I saw you laugh in our chat, Chris, but during the countdown, there was a part where I killed like a whole bunch of people, and then you could literally see, or at least like, I killed 1 heavy, and then you could see other guards coming, see it, and then just turn right back around.
Nope. Oh, that's good. Yeah, I definitely like it when the guards, you know, show a little bit of that personality, a little bit more of the, like, you know, they're like when they're dedicated to fulfilling their duty and taking you on. That's a good thing for the guard. But it's also fun when there's a little variation and they're not like, they're like, oh god, what is the situation here? Oh no. Oh, what are you gonna hit him with, Yusuf?
Oh.
Throwing
Oh no!
knife. Oh no!
Alright, well that was the most elegant. I don't even think I killed him.
Damaged. Busted.
Alright. We're just gonna climb up there, kill him the old-fashioned way.
Free Me got the free copy. Glad to hear it. Happy for you folks to enjoy it. And yeah, the offer is just on PC at this point. Kralix got the Rayman Legends for free. Yeah, excellent. Who's your daddy saying, dude, the amount of times I've done that. I remember not to throw knives near ledges. That's a good tip. Gotta be hard on the knees, Mosaic Mind. You are right. Oof.
Alright, sir, that's just rude.
This is where you need a Spartan kick.
Oh, God.
Or, you know, a large blade to the stomach. It works.
There's more than one way to skin a cat, Chris. Or in this case,
that's true.
Just murder a guard.
Scimitar equals win. I mean, in that case, who's your daddy? It sure did.
God, look at the details here. Those Corinthian capitals. That relief
Corinthian
frieze.
capital. What are the Corinthian what's now?
Corinthian capitals. So you got these columns right here, the very top of a column, little triangular part. It's called the capital.
Yeah.
And Corinthian is the style.
Who's this guy? Is this a saint of some sort?
Sure.
Who's this fella?
Oh, this guy?
Sanctus Paulus. Oh, St. Pauli. Yeah.
There you go. We were just talking about Latin, Chris.
St. Pauli, yeah, I took Latin. Bluer Than Blue Falcon is asking, isn't it Ionic?
No.
And I'm not sure if that's just like Alanis Morissette reference or...
That'd be good. No, Ionics have S-curved volutes in them.
He said, which what now?
You know, if you're watching this, you got access to the internet.
That's true. Yusuf is busy taking down a super heavy guy, and then, you know, looting. What are you getting from this chest, Yusuf? How much? 462. Not bad, not bad, not bad.
You know what that F stands for?
Francs?
Florins.
Florins. Yeah, Franks is like a German or something. Florins says, who's your daddy? Carbon Exile got it too. Nice.
Right,
nailed it.
So we're full
Don't be
on.
such a Doric. Yeah, Bluer Than Blue Falcon. It's definitely bringing the column puns to the chat, and I am here for it.
I love me a good column pun. Alright, so we're gonna drop our notoriety now. Hey, there we go.
Not so notorious after all. Florentines, Regus 2K. You got it. One of the currencies in medieval Italy.
That should feel better.
The so we're gonna head to this main objective. I think we're gonna get in a flying machine. After, of
Our
course,
Garrett,
our
welcome to the chat. Good to see ya. Couches and Shuby saying, "What kind of medjay is that?"
This is long after the Medjay. Bayek was the last Medjay.
The last medjay. Dark Moon Knight is asking, assassin or Templar? Please answer.
Is that even a question?
Yeah, I mean, you know, I feel like it's too much drama on either side for me as a normal type human. I don't know.
That's
it's
fair.
fine.
I mean, it is kind of cool. Like later games, like AC3, AC4, kind of like bring in a question. Like these two sides aren't necessarily that different.
Get down! You are not allowed up here!
Like spoilers for AC3, like the whole beginning of that game. Like, well, I'm not gonna spoil it, even though it's a very old game. But
don't do it.
The whole beginning of that game kind of calls everything into question.
Well, and then Assassin's Creed Rogue as well. You know.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Totally forgot about Rogue.
Yeah, Icebreaker FR with a good reference as well. Yeah, Rogue.
Just last month, the Visconti bought 300.
What? I like sometimes in this game. All right, so where are you on the way to, Yusuf?
I'm on the way to Leonardo. I'm gonna skip the sync point just right now in the interest of time.
Okay.
I do love a good
I'm gonna
sync
talk
point.
to your boy Da Vinci.
Yeah. Let's get in this here flying machine. We've cleared the areas for the fires. They're gonna light fires all throughout Venice. Give us some of that updraft.
Oh, the flame thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Heat rises, Chris. And with it, we rise.
Heat rises, for sure. Link saying Rogue was great, but sad.
Rogue is really cool. Like again, like I said, I'm playing AC3 right now. Again. But it's cool to see like a younger Achilles in Rogue and like see an old Adewale. It like fills this little gap in the AC3, AC4 timeline.
Well, that's the thing that I really like about having connected like the connections and being able to sort of show characters at different stages in your life really gives you a kind of, it like reinforces the passage of time.
It's time.
And you being in that kind of world.
It's beautiful.
It also answers some questions of like,
now let's hope your idea
what happened
works,
to Adewale after
because we're
Freedom
nearly out
Cry?
of time.
Listen close, Ensign.
Gotta know.
You're going to want to
Gotta
fly from fire to fire. The heat of each one you pass over should lift you back up in the air again.
Bene. Careful though. There's archers out on the roofs tonight. Avoid those arrows, or it will be a short trip.
I wish there was some way I
Yusuf,
could use
don't
my
get
sword
shot.
while flying these things.
Pro tip.
Well, you do have your feet free. If you get close enough without taking an arrow in the head, maybe you could kick them off the building.
Nice.
It's now or never.
Nice.
You're gonna do it?
I'm gonna
Kick
try.
some dudes off the building?
You think they're just gonna throw that at me and I'm not gonna try it?
I've said it before, but I'll say it again. I believe in you.
Hey, thank you. I love that, like, this is the only way into Piazza Ducale, or Ducale, excuse me. That, like, we gotta go in by air. It's impenetrable anywhere else.
It's the only thing. It's the only way.
It's like a brilliant, like, heist.
Monkey Vision saying, you heard me say AC2 was only free for PC for a little while. I was not trying to imply it was coming to console. I was only trying to say it's the offer to claim it is only available for a certain window of time. I will get you the end date of that offer real quick. I think we published that. So, yeah, that was what I was meaning by...
Oh no, I tried to kick him!
Didn't work. Yusuf! Yusuf!
Alright. Uh-oh. Alright, we're okay. We're okay. Maybe no kicking.
It's fine. Well, that was really close to the fire. I mean...
Oh, I need to lock on.
Icebreaker was asking if you needed to prepare the F key for Yusuf to pay respects. And maybe, there it is.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Icebreaker.
Speed is key, it says Dark Moon Knight.
Shoot! Shoot the flying demon!
I think this is probably the game I've played most in my life. Like, I think I've played AC2 to completion probably 5-6 times.
Alright, I want to kick. Kick this guy. Let's get him. Lock on and kick. Come on.
There we go.
Woo!
Oh, that gave me a little boost.
Yeah, because you stomped on his shoulders and jumped higher. It's a classic Italian move.
Oh, I thought I was.
As if the wires.
I actually thought. To the game's credit, I didn't expect the collision physics to work there.
Oh, you are trying to game the old game system here.
I was like, oh, I'm just gonna clip right through this.
Nope. Shoot! Shoot the flying demon!
Monkey Visions, to answer the question you had earlier, you can grab AC2 for free for PC from now through the 17th of April, which is 2 days. So grab it before Friday, and it will be yours to keep forever.
Yeah, it's a pretty small download, actually, too. Games back then, you know? Not as massive.
There we go, underneath. I love the full moon, too. Shout out to the clouds and the environmental setting here on this dark night of infiltration. We're flying low, my friend. Low through the canals of Venice. The dream.
Oh, no, no. All right. You gotta go where the fires are. Nope. Am I gonna make it? Am I gonna make it?
I don't think it's gonna make it.
All right. I don't think I was taking the best path there.
You were pretty low.
It was.
You're pretty low.
All right, we're gonna get it this time.
Yusuf, I don't know if hang gliding is your thing.
I know, right? I've died 3 times doing it virtually. Maybe don't try it in real life. Okay, so I'm seeing more fires to the left, so I'm gonna go left. And just trust that I'll get there.
Follow the flames.
Nope, I missed the lock on.
Missed the lock on, but you still buzzed that guy anyways. Link saying, I believe I can fly. Pretty low. Nice. I like it. Okay. Gotta get to the Ducal Plaza, Palace. Ducal Palazzo.
Palazzo Ducale. I took a semester of Italian.
I see it. There's an entire boat on fire.
It is. Alright, let's get some. You can't fly straight over it.
Okay, strong pathfinding. I like it. Yup. Now, because you were when you were going, oh, yep, you got it. Yep, it's gonna make it. Okay, where's your next flame? There it is.
Straight ahead.
Coming over the Piazza San Marco, where there's a lot of flames burning near the gallows.
Oh no, I don't think I'm gonna make it.
No, hard right.
Okay. Count it.
Okay.
Oh, and we took out some people.
The origin of Icaros, says Monkey Visions.
What was that?
Don't worry.
It's a dragon, says OGZ.
Come.
Can you imagine just seeing someone with flaming wings?
That'd be terrifying. Okay. Need to assassinate Emilio.
Shout out to UB Gabe in the chat. What's up, Gabe? Giving you the big nice, Yusuf.
Hey, thank you.
Stuckle.
Okay. So we gotta get to Carlo now.
Why are you here?
Oh.
Get down! Down, or I do!
I don't know what you're talking about.
I love it. Why are you here? As if there would be any satisfactory answer to that question that you could give, and that guy would be like, okay, that's fine. Continue about your business.
I'm fixing the roof.
Can you equip roof tile and mortar bucket?
Start shellacking.
In order
Okay. We're gonna do this stealthily now. Did not realize this person was here.
Raju, get him.
Nope.
There.
I love how he doesn't get the shot in anyways. He's like, I see you, you're busted, and you're like, ah, fine.
I like this notoriety tip. Impressive or socially unacceptable actions will raise your notoriety. That was too impressive.
He's just too impressed that you were up on the roof. Okay. Play it cool, man.
Alright.
Do you have like a...
Slow and steady.
Sneaky, sneaky, sneaky. Got him. Oh. Oh. Sneaky, sneaky.
You can fast walk. Forgot about that.
Boris Skyman, good to see ya. We're always down for tips if you want to throw them into the chat. Could benefit us, could benefit people watching, or it could just be fun game knowledge. Bring it on. Man, imagine if your job was just to patrol a rooftop with no, like, guardrails.
At least get some
just
fresh
like,
air.
yep, you're up on this roof. This roof, if this roof gets even slightly moist, it is so slippery. You just know it is.
Fair.
I just feel like you draw the short straw if you're doing roof duty. Like, you gotta do roof duty for a couple years before you work your way up to, like, courtyard duty, and then there's, like, inside duty.
Oh, yeah. Alright, we're gonna drop down here.
Get to that checkpoint. Let's go.
Stop! Signore, don't drink that!
You are too late. The Doge is dead.
What? Carlo?
Apologies, Signore. But you should have listened to me when you had the chance. Seems you have failed, assassin.
Forgive me, Signore. I tried.
Why? What was it all for?
Assassino! Assassino! He's killed the Doge! The Doge is dead!
I definitely thought poison would be more of a constant threat in my life than it actually is, Chris.
What led you to believe that, Yusuf?
I mean, you just see it all the time. Oh,
Bring him back!
In, like, video games? All the time? I don't...
And just media in general.
Yeah. Oh, Carlo.
That's 2 Templars. In under an hour.
Takes one assassin to kill another.
2 Templars under an hour. The guy's got chops.
Thinking it's best for us. Do we not miss
The Doge died.
I do this not for myself.
Yes, who's your daddy?
Compio questo
The Doge.
sacrificio per il bene superiore. Requiescat in pace.
See, this guy... You know, does it...
You
Does this
killed
make
me?
you,
You killed
you know,
me!
do you like when the guys, like, own their death and they're like, yeah, I died doing what I loved. Being a Templar.
Well, like,
or...
if you play enough of these games, you get the little death scene after a big assassination. You learn that very few of them are remorseful.
They know what they're doing.
A lot of them think they're doing the right thing.
They're in it to win it, and by win it, I mean world domination. Mosaic Mind says, I thought I would deal with quicksand and lava more often.
Lava, that's a good one.
Yup. Not a lot of quicksand. Like at the beach? No, you're not gonna. It's not gonna be quicksand.
Keep your wits about you, ragazzi. Disciplina wins the day.
Yusuf, are you just gonna lay all these guys out?
Oh yeah. Why would I run?
And with the hidden blades too. You're just like stunting on them at this point.
So the hidden blades are an automatic kill, but it's a much smaller counter window. Good trick there. That'd be good with your counters.
Oh, get him.
Too early there.
Oh, he got you. He tagged you. That was a touche, as they say.
Keep your wits about you, ragazzi.
Oh.
Because you know what ragazzi means?
No.
Men. Plural.
Ragazzi?
Yeah. Keep your wits about you, ragazzi. Alright. We're gonna finish this one off.
Gonna finish guy off with a flourish. Hit him with the skimmy.
All right. Just
Oh my god.
there we go.
Scimitar is not a subtle weapon, would you say?
No, but it's flashy.
It's flashy
Style
and it's
points.
heavy.
Oh, can I get out? I ran away from them so fast. Hey.
Boom. Yes, synchronize it. You're too speedy. Those guys, physical fitness, you know, going for a jog wasn't really a thing in Renaissance era, so.
I mean, when you're assigned to guard a building, you're not going to leave that building.
Yusuf?
Chris?
I think we're done.
I think we are done. Well, we got you on here. You want to close this out, Chris?
It's an exciting time to be an Assassin's Creed fan because Assassin's Creed 2 is free on PC. Go to free.ubisoft.com to claim your copy on PC now before Friday, because this is sort of your window to get it. And yeah, Yusuf, it's always fun playing Assassin's Creed game with you. And also with chat, hearing your memories about Assassin's Creed, folks. It's really a joy.
Yeah. Another thing I'll add, you know, this game, 11 years old now, it loads super quick.
Oh, dang.
As you can see, we're already back in it. But yeah.
In the Serenissima Repubblica di Venezia.
Exactly. That's just another bonus to playing it now, downloading it for free, and keeping it, you know, for as long as you have a Uplay account.
Heck yeah, free.ubisoft.com. And also keep an eye on that in the coming weeks. There's probably going to be some more updates to that coming along the way. And keep an eye on this channel. Follow us, and you'll get notified when Yusuf and I go live with our Ubisoft News Plays. The next one is going to be on Friday. Same time, same station, 10 a.m. Pacific time. Hope to see y'all there.
Take care, y'all.
Have a good time. Bye.
Bye.